Hey guys, welcome back. I'm edcgunner. In today's video, we're gonna talk about the 10 best watches under 200 bucks for men, so you not go out there and buy a Daniel Wellington Movement Vincero or something else, because if you value your money, you won't do it. You will buy Casio. Number one on the list is Casio. I narrowed down to two Casio watches I personally like. One of them is really affordable, like 40 bucks. It's Casio Duro. It's 200-meter water resistant, has a screw down crown. It's a dive watch, looks fantastic, and even Bill Gates wore it on one of his photos. However, if you want something more sophisticated, something more complicated, Casio NFS line is their line of chronographs, and their premium chronographs. If they wore a Swiss-made brand on them, they would be 500 bucks. But fortunately, they are not. Great watches, reviewed so many of them, owned many of these watches. Most of these watches I owned and I still own. So Casio NFS is a great chronograph, great value for money, and great bang per buck. Next watch on my list is the Russian Vostok Fibia. So there's not a lot of cool watches you can get under 200 bucks, and this one you can get for 70 bucks. And this for 70 bucks, this is the coolest watch in the entire watch industry. It's Russian made, die watch, has a military history. It was made for Russian military. Vostok Fibia is a proper diver. Proper diver you can go and dive with. It's 200-meter water resistant with a screw down crown. It's automatic. So we first started with a quartz Casio. Now we are going serious in automatic movements, and it's a good, reliable automatic movement, just like AK-47. I call these watches AK-47 because number one, they're rugged, they're reliable, just like AKs, and they will serve you for a good time to come in the future. They will be a good friend. So next watch here I have as Seiko 5 series. Well, in Seiko 5 series you have classic watches, Seiko Classic like Rolex Datejust, or Sport series. So Seiko SNZH Sport series is one of the great, my favorite sports series for Seiko 5 sports watches. They're 100-meter water resistant. Some of them have screw down crowns. This one does not have, but it looks fantastic. It's a great watch, and don't be let down with the 100-meter water resistance. It's perfectly fine for your day-to-day task, for everything except for professional diving, for scuba diving. And we both know we won't do that. But on the other hand, there's a Seiko 5 Classic line, just classy as the Datejust. One of my favorite Rolexes, and Seiko 5 is the same. And there are some models that are more hot than some other ones. There's one certain model that features a dinky. They called it the $75 watch. It looks like $1,000,000, and that model has skyrocketed a little bit, but you can still get it. I will put a photo right here, right now, and you can see it. However, if you want something more water resistant, then I recommend you go for a Seiko SKS. Seiko SKS series has three major watches. The SKS 007, that's the black one, the SKS 009, the Pepsi version, the cooler version right now, and the 0013 with the smaller diameter for smaller girly wrists out there, not to be offended, but Seiko SKS as icon. It's a legendary watch. You will see a collection consisting of 9 Rolexes, and number 10 in that box is a Seiko SKS, and for a reason. It's an ISO certified dive watch. You can go diving with it. It's great watch. Nowadays the popularity of it made it jump a little bit over 200 bucks. So on Amazon, do you see them fetching 220, 230, sometimes even more, but I would not recommend go more, because on my list, the second watch that's a great alternative and better looking, in my opinion, is Orient Mako or Orient Tray. Its difference is in a dial layout. Orient is owned by Seiko, but Orient Mako watches and Orient Tray have a better, they're newer watches, second generation. They have an updated movement with hacking, stop seconds, has second hand stops when you pull out the crown, so you can set that accurate time here. You can hand write them, and they have a beautiful blue, deep blue dials that just look like $10,000 watch. I would definitely recommend you go for a blue dial. They have all sorts of dial colors, but the blue one is fantastic, and they're better quality than Seiko SKS. They look better, and only thing the Seiko SKS is a bit more cult icon and has a cult following. But other than that, the Orient Mako or Ray is absolutely fantastic option for your dollars. So next watch from Orient is another classic watch, but this time this is a nicer, dressier watch. This watch is classy. You can wear it with your blazer, with your shirts, with everything. But me personally, I wear them all my watches with everything. So yeah, but this is Orientvino, and this is a dressy version of Orient Mako and Ray. Beautiful watches, 100 bucks, 130 bucks. You will get a beautiful watch that will last you, gonna last you a lifetime, and you will be one of the classiest guys in your office. Next watch, we cannot, this watch brand we cannot left, it cannot be left out of any list, and this is Citizen. So I picked out two Citizen. One is a Citizen ProMaster. Citizen ProMaster line, NY0040, I think. It's a line that's a dial watch. When someone says Citizen, I want Citizen ProMaster. It's a dial watch that's no lesser than Orient Tray or Seiko SKS. It's used by militaries worldwide, and it's just a great watch, great looking watch from Citizen. All of these watches, Citizen, Orient, Seiko, have in-house movements, and also another watch that's, I guess, number 9 is Citizen Nighthawk. So for all of you wannabe pilots out there, the Citizen Nighthawks give you that option. It's a tons of cool, it's a badassery watch. It has that cool dial that when you look at it, you just forget yourself when you're seeing it. And Nighthawk is a watch that's really something else. And when I first saw it, I said, oh boy, I want that watch. And at some point I owned it, but you know me, I'm a flipper, so I flipped. So next watch you can flip from Nighthawk as a Swiss made watch. So I wanted to add something Swiss made on this list. So when it comes to Swiss made watches, they are great watches, but you will pay a lot more money for them, like when you compare them to this Japanese compatriot or Russians and other brands, because Swiss wants premium. And one of the best values in Swiss watches is Tissot. You go on Amazon, check out Tissot dress watches. Not every Tissot watch is under 200 bucks. These are gonna be the entry level quartz dress pieces. If you want a really nice Tissot, you're gonna have to pay a bit more, over 200 bucks. But if you just need a dress watch, something that's gonna accompany you every day, and you want that Swiss made prestige, and Tissot is one of those brands, one of the oldest Swiss made brands out there, and they're still kicking. And the Tissot dress watch, just pick the one you like it the best. I reviewed several of these watches, and they are really nice. You get a sapphire crystal, you get a Swiss made movement. Unfortunately, it's quartz, but for a dress watch, I think it's gonna fit the bill.